There are moments in life when you feel an invisible heaviness. You wake up burdened without reason. Your mind feels clouded, your emotions disturbed, your energy drained. It seems as though something unseen is working against you. Sri Aurobindo and the Mother often reminded us the world is not as simple as it seems to the physical eye. Behind every movement of life, there are forces, luminous and obscure, divine and hostile. They did not ask us to fear this truth. They asked us to understand it and to rise above it. The Mother said beautifully, every time you conquer a weakness in yourself, you destroy a little darkness in the world. So today, let us explore how Sri Aurobindo and the Mother taught us to face and destroy these evil and negative forces, not through violence or suppression, but through light, faith, and transformation. According to Sri Aurobindo, the universe is a field of evolution, and evolution always invites resistance. He wrote in Letters on Yoga, the hostile forces are a part of the play. They are permitted by the divine to test the sincerity of our aspiration. He explained that darkness exists only as an absence of light. It has no real substance of its own. The Mother once told a disciple, do not imagine evil as a monster outside. It is the shadow created by your own light when it is obstructed. That means, whenever there is fear, jealousy, pride, or ignorance, there is a shadow. And into that shadow, the negative forces slip quietly. They are not imaginary. They are conscious energies that feed on disharmony. When we quarrel, they grow stronger. When we are calm, they starve. So, to destroy them, one must not fight them violently, but bring more light. The Mother also said, evil cannot resist the presence of a true light. It disappears like mist before the rising sun. This question has puzzled humankind for centuries. If God is all good and all powerful, why does he allow evil to exist? Sri Aurobindo offers a profound answer. He wrote, the divine allows evil because it is part of the process through which the soul gains experience and strength. Just as gold must pass through fire to become pure, the soul must face darkness to know its light. Without challenges, there would be no growth, no evolution. The Mother said, when the hostile forces attack you, do not curse them. Use them to rise higher. They are your trainers in the gymnasium of the divine. When you are faced with opposition, do not see yourself as a victim. See yourself as a warrior in training, being prepared by life itself for the greater task of awakening consciousness. Sri Aurobindo reminds us that the real war is not out there. It is inside us, in our thoughts, emotions, and impulses. He said, every movement of anger, depression, fear, or doubt is a gate through which hostile forces enter. The Mother narrated that many disciples complained about unseen attacks or strange restlessness. She would smile and say, do not fight the person who irritates you. Fight the force that uses that person to test you. The key is detachment. When you stop reacting blindly, the force loses its power. When you observe quietly, it dissolves. Faith is not just belief, it is a spiritual armor. Sri Aurobindo wrote, the hostile forces cannot stand against the soul that has faith in the divine. The Mother added, even if you fall 100 times, if faith remains, the victory is certain. In times of despair, doubt is the first arrow the darkness sends. It whispers, you are alone, the divine has abandoned you. But if you keep your faith like a flame in the storm, even if small, it cannot be extinguished. During World War II, when threats loomed over, the Mother would gather disciples and lead silent meditations. She said, let us build a wall of faith so strong that no bomb can pass through. Faith is invisible to the eyes, but visible to the forces. When faith stands firm, evil trembles. Silence is not emptiness. It is strength gathered inward. Sri Aurobindo emphasized that peace is not passive. It is a dynamic force. He explained that when one attains inner stillness, hostile energies find no vibration to attach themselves to. The Mother would say, be still as the ocean's depth, not restless as its waves. When you are restless, the hostile forces have entry. When you are calm, they cannot find a single opening. So, the best defense is not resistance, it is equanimity. Every weakness hides a potential strength. The Mother revealed, do not despise your imperfections. Offer them sincerely to the divine. They will become instruments of your progress. When anger is purified, it becomes divine will. When desire is purified, it becomes aspiration. When pride is purified, it becomes strength in the service of truth. Sri Aurobindo said, "The energy that the hostile forces use against you can be turned by you to build the very fortress they seek to destroy." One of the mother's disciples once confessed that jealousy tormented him constantly. She smiled and replied, "Do not fight jealousy with hatred. Transform it into admiration. Learn to rejoice in another's progress as your own." And slowly, his jealousy became gratitude, a transformation of shadow into light. Evil does not act only in individuals, it moves collectively through societies, nations, and world events. Sri Aurobindo interpreted both world wars as symbolic battles between the light and the darkness struggling for control of Earth's future. He wrote, "Behind the surface movements of war and politics, there are cosmic powers fighting for the destiny of the Earth." The mother saw this too. She said that Hitler was a medium for certain hostile beings who wanted to enslave humanity. But she also said, "Even the darkest power serves the divine plan, for its fall becomes the foundation of a higher dawn." And indeed, the world emerged from those wars with new awareness, new yearning for peace. Even today, whenever you see hatred or division, remember, it is not just human ignorance, but forces that thrive on disharmony. Each time you refuse to hate back, you help the light win. The mother gave us simple yet powerful ways to protect ourselves. She said, "Before sleeping, surround yourself with a light. Call the divine and say, 'Let your protection be around me.' You will sleep in peace. When fear arises, call the divine name. Repeat, 'Ma, Ma,' or 'Om Namo Bhagavate.' The sound itself becomes a vibration of light." Sri Aurobindo explained, "Sincere invocation brings down a force that no hostile being can withstand. Protection is not a superstition. It is the response of the divine to your sincere aspiration." The mother assured her children, "You are never alone. The moment you remember the divine, the help has already come." At the center of our being, there is something untouched by evil, the psychic flame or the soul. Sri Aurobindo called it the divine in the human. He wrote, "The psychic being is the flame that no hostile force can quench. It is the secret divinity in man." The mother said, "When you are identified with your soul, fear disappears. The light within becomes your eternal sun. To destroy evil, therefore, is not to fight endlessly outside. It is to turn inward and awaken this inner light. Because when the soul leads, the darkness bows." The mother often said that the time we live in is the time of great transformation. Darkness is rising because the light is descending more powerfully. As light increases, whatever hides in shadows comes to the surface, not to scare us, but to be healed. She declared, "The victory of the divine is certain. The question is only, will you collaborate with it or resist it?" When you choose faith over fear, peace over anger, love over hatred, you are collaborating with the divine victory. Sri Aurobindo's words echo through time. The divine force is working through all difficulties. The end is sure. The light will prevail. Evil may roar, but it has no lasting power, because it is born of falsehood, and falsehood has no eternal foundation. As the mother said, the day will come when all darkness will vanish into the light of the One. Every seeker must remember, this world is a great battlefield, the Kurukshetra of the spirit. But the battle is not about destroying others, it is about destroying ignorance within. You do not fight with weapons. You fight with awareness, with love, with surrender. As Sri Aurobindo wrote, "Nothing can harm you if you remain turned toward the divine. The light within you is stronger than all darkness around." So, my friend, let this video be your reminder. You are not weak. You are not helpless. You are a being of light, born to conquer the night. The mother's words should echo in your heart. Call for the divine, stand firm, and smile, for the victory is already written.